ano.
Yung ano, Josh?
Yung ano pa yung recording.
Yeah.
Parang nagagrant na mo automatically.
Yep. Anyways, for this chapter, no, we focus on the titration curves for polyfunctional acids. So, we started with this problem, no, titration of oxalic acid against 0.1000 molar NaOH. No, we're done already with A. So, please take note. Ito yung lalagyan ko yung mga ano no items na letters na same sila ng method calculations, no? So the way we solve things, they're similar. So of course, A is your initial stage. So definitely it will have its um, own method of calculation. Then yung B down to E, ayan. So this is your first buffer region. Tapos na rin tayo dito, no? Buffer
Tama.
region. Ano na yan, nasagutan na natin siya. It will have its own calculation. Actually, ang similarities ni A and A to E, lahat sila ay pwedeng gumamit ng I-stable method. But aside from that, si A kasi ay you're only considering the oxalic acid. Sa B to E naman, you need to consider now the presence of sodium hydroxide. So ngayon, yung sodium hydroxide, syempre hindi naman niya magiging sodium hydroxide because the hydroxide will react with the first proton of oxalic acid. So therefore, your HOX minus is increasing in concentration. Or yung bioxalate mo, di ba? Bumababa, sa point na to ha, sa burst buffer region, Josh, bumababa yung H2OX or yung oxalic acid and then nag-i-increase naman yung HOX minus. These are the components of your buffer, no? Sa first buffer region na, please understand nyo siya yung flow ng mga reaction. So sa first buffer region, the components of your buffer will be oxalic acid and bioxalate or H2 HOX minus, right? So as you move forward, no, papunta dun sa sa first equivalence point, ayan yung method natin, no? We'll have the same method. However, pag sobrang close na, dito tayo natapos. Ayan. Pag sobrang close na, Josh, we need now to consider what? Ano bang mangyayari, Josh, pag sa letter F? It's very near sa first equivalence point, but it's not yet the first equivalence point. What happens to your components of the buffer? May equality pa ba diyan? Kasi yung B to E parang kahit paano you have comparable concentrations of the components of your buffer. And it's very important for us, like what I mentioned in chemical equilibrium no dati, na the buffer components must be relatively equal in concentrations, no? How about in letter F? Sige nga, Josh. What can you say about letter F?
Letter.
Sa F, yeah.
Malapit na po siya.
Malapit na siya. So what happens to the components of your buffer?
Pre-equivalence mo.
Oh, yeah, pre-equivalence. Pre-equivalence pa rin naman. Actually, lahat yan, yung B to F, lahat yan pre-equivalence point. Actually, the pre-equivalence or pre-first equivalence point. Bago mag-first equivalence point yan lahat. B to F. Pero ano bang masasabi mo sa F? Kaya nga hiniwalay natin yung calculations yan eh. What can you say about the components of your buffer? What can you say about the concentration of your oxalic acid?
Ubus na mo.
Ubus na ba siya?
Halos.
Almost, no? Almost. That is the
Point
answer.
na lang po yung
Correct. So sobrang liit na lang nung concentration ng H2X. How about your bioxalate or HC2O4 minus? What can you say about the HC2O4 minus? Of course, it will bond with sodium eh. Kasi di ba parang we present it as sodium bioxalate. What can you say about its concentration? Yung HOX minus.
mga OH ano ba?
HOX minus. Yung bioxalate. HC2O4 minus.
Okay. So,
At that point,
naubos na mo yung so kung let's say, halos naubos na yung H2CO4, most of it na-convert na sa HC2O4?
Good. Yun yung ano natin, yun talaga yung knowledge, no? Where we already converted almost, no? Everything, yung buong concentration ni oxalic acid, papunta na siyang sodium bioxalate or NaHC2O4 or Hc2O4 minus kasi nga soluble naman siya, no? So that's the reason why we cannot use anymore yung ginagamit nating calculation for the first buffer region. Hindi mo na to pwede. Ito, yung nasa F, hindi nagagana yung ginagamit nating calculation method sa F because the situation is very different now. You have almost depleted uh, oxalic acid and then you have a lot of bioxalate. No? That's the reason why if you will recall, no? Recall naman ito. Asa na yun? Ito. If you will recall, yan, that's our problem. Tapos, punta tayo, no? If you will recall, sa letter F, no? So, yan, nag-compare tayo. If we will use our method for the first buffer region, we'll know that the pH will be 3.975. That's the approximate pH, no? However, if we will use the proper way of solving, no? So we understand now that we have dominant the dominant concentration at this point is uh, this one, no? C sodium bioxalate. This one or NaHC2O4. Kasi sobrang dami niya, 0.0499. Compare that to your oxalic acid which is around 2.004 times 10 to the negative 4 molar. Napakaliit na. Okay? And that's the reason why we had this MBE and CBE things, no? So may MBE, CBE equations tayo and then we derive an equation for us to solve this very near na equivalence point. Asan nga iyon? Ito. Ito siya. Okay? So ngayon, Josh, this is a case-to-case basis. Nagbabago ito kapag iba na yung polyfunctional acid mo. Kaya dapat alam mo yung method kung paano tayo mag-derive. Kung napapansin mo for the longest time, kasi we've been discussing complex acids for several weeks already, no? Lagi tayo nag-i-start with these things. Mag-MBE at CBE ka. Tapos, ang gagawin natin, ima-minus natin from the CBE, ima-minus natin si MBE. From the MBE, kung ano man yung nasubtract natin, i-convert natin yon using yung mga Ka values, no? Pindot ako ng pindot ng arrow down. Hindi nga pala ito. Ano nga ito? Presentation. Anyway, ima-minus natin, no? So, ayan na yung minus ngayon. Yung subtraction nila, no? We have another equation already.
So,
Tapos, gagamitin natin yung mga Ka values na nag-e-exist so that we can have an equation for H3O+. Ang goal mo ngayon dito, Joshua, magkaroon ka ng H3O+ na equation. Like this. Ayan, no? Ito. So, let's say for this one, it's a quadratic equation. No? So, yan ngayon siya. And then, we concluded that, okay, if the if the volume of the added NaOH is 24.90 ml, the pH should be 2.904 only. Compare that to your 3.975. Ang laki ng error mo, right? Malaki yung error.
Ano po, tawag doon nila mo, yung computer daw po, gumagamit daw po siya. Pwede naman po eh. Tuloy-tuloy po po yung record kahit na nag-leave po ako.
Nag-leave ka ba?
Hindi ba? Kung mag-leave po ako, tuloy-tuloy ba po?
Ang record? Not really sure. Parang feeling ko mag-i-stop yan kasi ano yan eh, sa'yo yan eh. Sa'yo yung nagre-record Josh eh, not mine.
Yung VPN kasi po is causing problem sa Chrome eh. Parang linelabel daw yata po kong proxy eh. So, hindi ko pa nagalag yung Jamboard kasi hindi daw po siya sa location na Philippines.
I see. So ano, do we need to stop first or pause the recording?
Try ko po yung pause lang ng konti po.
Pause mo na lang.
Mag-ano lang po siya.
Method, no? Ayan. So, and that's the reason why hindi applicable. Ito hindi ito tinuturo dun sa uh, GenChem 2, no? Kasi ang GenChem 2 focuses on titration for monoprotic acids only. Bihirang-bihira yung magpo-polyfunctional ka kagad, no? Tapos may titration curve. So, hindi. So, level up tayo dito, no? Next, dahil gusto ko, I want you to be familiar with this, no? This time, nasabi ko rin naman to last time, you now compute ano ang pH if the volume of sodium hydroxide added is 24.99. Sige nga, Josh. Can you give me? Ayan. Sige, try to solve now in the sa Jamboard, no? Write your solution on the Jamboard and then let's see, no? What will be the value of your pH if you already added 24.99 ml of 0.1000 molar sodium hydroxide?
Okay na yata po. Okay. Sige po. Try ko po.
Sige, sige.
Try ko po kung smooth.
Ang maganda dito, Josh, may pattern ka na kasi dinerive ko na yung equation for you. For this specific problem, ha? Yeah, I can see your doodle.
Yun, smooth na po.
Mm.
Kanina daw po sinasabi na kasi po, I'm using a Romanian proxy, which is true. Naka-VPN po ka na Romania, kaya pala, bagal na po.
You're doodling already. Yeah, okay na yan. Sige. Ang maganda dito, like what I mentioned na, going back sa problem, I already derived an equation for you. So, susundan mo na lang siya. So, please write your solution, no?
CNF.
So, may pattern ka na dyan. So, parang check mo yung equation previously derived sa letter F, no? And then, use that to calculate this 24.99 ml.
24.99.
Yeah, so mas ano yan, no? Mas maliit yan. 0.01 ml na lang yung natirang oxalic acid mo.
Ayun. Okay. So, concentration of yung 2.5. Mhm.
Mhm. Oh, 2.004 times 10 to the negative 5. Okay. Negative 5 ngayon. Yep. Ayan na lang yung remaining oxalic acid mo.
Kung saan yung na-form na ano mo, na 24.99 plus 20 po na. Pwede ba? Hmm,
Oh, this is
okay.
weird. It says here that uh, our meeting will end on 10 minutes. Pero chinek ko to kanina. Nakaano naman daw. Naka-affiliate pa ako dun sa sa org namin.
Baka ayaw na daw po sa inyo.
O hindi. Kaka-meeting lang namin nung isang araw eh. Anyways, bakit kaya to naglolo ko?
Ano po kasi, MBE po yata na yung next. Hmm,
Yup, but it's already derived. Yun yung ano dyan. Yun yung maganda sa case na yan.
saan po kasi yung derive?
Nag-derive na tayo ng
Form po.
letter F. Yung sa letter F. So, i-check mo yung equation na dinerive natin dyan. Kapag nag-end lang yung meeting niya siya, just join the same link.
Sige po. Screenshot ko na lang po. Para
Yung ano?
ma-paste ko po siya dito.
Ano yung screenshot mo?
Isi-screenshot
Yung
ko po yung
equation?
MBE.
Hindi, may equation na. Hindi
Hindi
mo
po,
na kailangan
para nandito po siya sa page na to.
Okay. Hindi, what I mean is, hindi mo na rin kailangan mag-MB CBE kasi na-derive na natin din yun.
Yung ano po, yung ano kasi po yung derive yung H3O yata po.
Yup. Yung equation na lang. Yung highlight ko kanina, yung mga may x squared, x, and then para meron kang ABC na constants.
Yun, ito ba yung equation? So, ano daw? H3O is yung yun plus C2O4 minus H2C2O4. Okay. Mhm. Okay, so, ito yata po yung full equation. So, ito daw, ano mo, tawag do'n, H3O plus is equal to this. Mhm. Yes. Paste ko lang po.
Quadratic equation ang meron ka dyan, Josh.
Opo,
Wala
ito
ba
po.
quadratic equation?
1, ito po.
And then, what you will need to do there is just substitute the values that you need to find, no? So, syempre, meron ka dyang yung concentration nga ni oxalic acid na remaining. And you also need the concentration of your sodium bioxalate, no? And then, of course, the equation. So, may Ke and Ke values ka din dyan. So, yung Ke values naman, ginagamit na natin for the longest time, eh.
So, KE daw for, no, what's the KE? Yun yung question mo. Hmm, 5.6 times 10 to the negative 4. Negative 2 tapos sa okay, dito pala po. Ito
Yeah,
na pala po
nandyan
yun.
yan, nandyan. Nung
Yes,
last time,
okay.
yan yung sinasolve natin, eh. You write the equation now, Josh. So that I can see kung tama yung mga
Sana po.
substitution mo.
Wait lang mo. Ulitan ko lang po siya.
Okay, yung 13 ay, the 13th frame is still blank. Okay, so what's your H3O plus value there?
Nilalagay ko na po siya.
0.049995.6 times negative 2, correct? Okay. Okay.
Ano daw po? Complex. Wait lang mo. Something's wrong.
Hindi complex dapat yung lalabas diyan.
Yun nga po.
I mean, may isang positive diyan. Positive root. Sige, i-explain ko na. Okay, so ayan, no? You used already the previous equation that we derived based from letter F. And then, you have this value, 1.65 times 10 negative 3 molar as your hydronium ion concentration. But then, however, upon calculating the pH, you obtain 2.782. It doesn't make sense because the previous pH is 2.904. No? So, it means may mali dun sa na-entry mo dun sa quadratic equation. So, you
Or may
try
mali
again.
po, or may mali po sa nature.
You try again and entering the values.
Okay na po.
Okay na, meron ka na? Anong value mo?
Mababa po. Mas mababa.
Good. 1 point. Actually, 1 point din naman. Ayan. 1 point. At saka tignan mo kung gaano kalaki yung i-increase ng pH. Kasi dapat the pH should increase eh. But of course, it will not increase drastically, no? Because you only added here from 24.9 ml, you added 0.09 ml only. Ayan, 2.921. So it makes sense now, no? Na okay, from 2.904 when I added 24.90 ml of volume sodium hydroxide, I now have a new pH value 2.921 upon adding 24.99 ml, no? So the next thing, so ayan, congratulations. Huwag ka mag-alala next time. Yung next problem natin, ikaw na talaga magsosolve nun. Like what I mentioned, no, for this problem, katulong mo talaga ako mag-solve dito. So I'll be demonstrating the different calculation methods. The next problem will be letter G, no? So ang letter G natin is, what if we now have the volume of NaOH is 25.00 ml. So let's check, no? So you started with H2C2O4, then plus NaOH, kasi ito yung ano natin eh, no? Then you now form sodium HC2O4 or sodium bioxalate plus water. So this is the neutralization reaction, right? So what's your original concentration, Josh, ng H2C2O4? 0.1 molar. Then the original volume is 25 ml. This time, your NaOH is also 0.1 molar. Then you now added 25 ml. What will you notice, Josh, dito? Ano na mangyayari? 0.1 times 25, so it means you now have 2.5 millimoles, right? And then ito, 2.5 millimoles din. So you now have 2.5 millimoles of oxalic acid, 2.5 millimoles of sodium hydroxide. So ima-minus mo yan sila. Yan. Ito ay plus 2.5. And then plus, of course, water. Don't include that one na. Wala naman tayong pakialam dyan sa water. Okay, what can you say now dun sa component ng system? This is
Nothing.
the first equivalence point. Do you have remaining oxalic acid?
No.
Wala na, ubos na. Meron ka pa bang NaOH?
Maybe.
Do you have NaOH?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. Meron pa po siguro na ano, na konti.
Unreacted. But theoretically speaking, wala na dapat yan. Kasi neutralization yan eh.
Mabo.
Okay, that's your first equivalence point. So what is the component now of your mixture? Sino na lang yung naiwan? So the pH, meron pa. The pH will now depend on your product, which is si sodium bioxalate. So we now get the concentration of sodium bioxalate. So how do we get this, Josh? So the overall, the total millimoles of sodium oxalate is 2.5 millimoles from the equation, no? Over what? Anong total volume natin this time, Josh?
Over
So originally, meron kang oxalic na 25 ml, nagdagdag ka ng 25 ml na NaOH, so this should be
50.
50 ml. So what is the concentration of your sodium bioxalate? So that will be 2.5 over 50. And what is that, Josh? Ano ang value?
Nothing. 2.5 over 50, so dapat ilan yun? Over mga 1 over 10, 20.
That's what?
I don't know. 1 over 20 is 0.05 yata.
Okay, correct. 0.05 ml.
Oh.
Molar. 0.05 molar. This is now the concentration of your sodium bioxalate. And in fact, siya ang predominant species there. And how do you calculate the pH there? Paano nga natin yung i-calculate? Ano yan? Anong type yan ng salt? Tignan mo, oh. Sa first equivalence point, nakabuo ka ng isang sodium bioxalate. Siya na lang ang laman ng mixture. Naubos si oxalic acid, naubos din yung dinagdag mong NaOH, but you form a lot of sodium bioxalate as one of its products, no? What can you say about sodium bioxalate? Or HC2, syempre this one is soluble, no? So that is also equal to HC2O4 minus. No? Yes, Josh? Ito ay isang anong type yan ng salt? Yung sodium bioxalate.
I don't know. Amphiprotic yun.
Amphiprotic. And how do we get pH for amphiprotic salts? Yung dinerive nating equations, previously for amphiprotic salts. Naalala mo pa yung equation na yun? At least hindi na natin kasi siya i-derive ngayon, no? Ano nga yun yung equation? Yung H3O plus is equal to what? Yung may square root? Square root of?
Square root of tsaka?
Hindi. Amphiprotic salt ito, not monoprotic.
Square root of
may
yung
numerator and yung may numerator and denominator.
Something plus 1 na something plus
concentration ng amphiprotic salt, no? So let's say we have here NaHOX. Okay, good. Times Ka2.
Ka2. Something
plus
KW.
Good. KW yung nasa numerator. All over 1 plus what?
1 plus something. 1
concentration ulit ng amphiprotic salt over its so kung Ka2 ito, anong nasa ilalim? Kasi amphiprotic salt to. So dahil amphiprotic salt siya, it should be using its 2 Ka values. So this should be Ka1. Okay?
Sige mo.
Ayan, gamitin mo ngayon yung... wait lang. By the way, can we simplify this? Di ba sabi natin kung pwede man nating isimplify yan?
Theoretically.
Yeah, theoretically. For this case, can we simplify that? So check mo ano yung Ka2 mo.
Ka2 is not so small.
Tapos ang concentration mo ng bioxalate or sodium bioxalate is 0.05 molar, right? Ayan pinalculate natin. So, can you neglect Kw there?
Yes, pwede mo.
Yeah, kasi Kw ay 10 to the negative 14. So, pwede natin to i-neglect. Yan. Ma-out yan sa picture. So, we can have this simplified equation. Sige, go ahead, Josh. Paki-calculate ang H3O+. So, I'll do the substitution. So, this should be the square root of, ang concentration natin ng sodium bioxalate is 0.05 times the KW again, Ka2. So, ang Ka2 natin ay 5.4 times 10 to the negative 5. 10 to the negative 5 all over. Ngayon, yung denominator mo, Josh, hindi mo pwedeng i-cancel out or i-neglect yung 1 plus kasi masyadong maliit naman this time yung ratio between the concentration of your sodium bioxalate over its Ka1. Kasi ang Ka1 mo, 5.6 times 10 to the negative 2. Malaki yun, no? Malaking Ka yun. So, we have here 5 times 10 to the negative 2 or 0.05 all over 5.6 times 10 to the negative 2. And that will be your H3O plus. Sige Josh, calculate. What is now your H3O plus? So madali lang yung letter G kasi yung letter G equivalence point eh. This is your first equivalence point. So pag mga equivalence point pala, we can use the equation that we derive wherein your hydronium ion is equal to the square root of concentration of your amphiprotic salt times Ka2 plus Kw all over 1 plus concentration of your amphiprotic salt over Ka1. Yes, Josh, ano yung value?
Paano nung yung bilang po?
Ayan, naka-layout na sa'yo or naka-lay down na sa'yo yung mismo equation. You just need to input that in your calculator.
Negative 5. Yes. Yes.
So again you cannot neglect yung denominator, yung 1 doon dahil masyadong malaki yung Ka2 mo. Ka1 rather, no? So kapag dinivide mo yung Ka1 mo dun sa concentration ni sodium bioxalate,
1.193
significant siya.
times 10 to the negative 3.
1.19?
3 times 10 to the negative 3.
Okay. 1.943 times 10 to the
1.9
negative
1.1943 po.
sorry. 1940 times 10 to the negative 3 molar. And what is the pH? I-box natin yung pH kasi mamaya kailangan natin itong or sa upon titration or upon forming that titration curve, we need the pH values. So for letter G, ano kaya ang pH, Josh? So, dapat mas mataas siya dun sa na-calculate natin kanina. So, ayan, no? Ang na-calculate natin kanina ay 2.921. So, kahit pa paano, dapat mataas siya dyan. Kasi ito, 24.99. So, ito, 25 na. So, 0.01 ml lang yung difference nila. What's the pH, Josh?
2.922 po.
2.922. Sa akin, 2.923. Tama naman, no? Mas mataas pa rin dun sa previously. Yan, almost the same naman. 2.923. Ito, 2.921, no? So, from 2.921, pag na 24.99 ml, no? Na volume of sodium hydroxide, naging 25 ml siya. Your pH will increase, no? To 2.923. Very close. Then next, paano kapag nagdagdag tayo ng onte? So, let's say ang onte na sinasabi ko, 25.10 ml. No? So, by the way, again, this is the first equivalence point, and this is how we calculate the equivalence point. No? We use now the equation we derived last time. Yung hydronium ion is equal to concentration of your amphiprotic salt times Ka2 plus Kw all over 1 plus concentration of your amphiprotic salt all over Ka1. So the next question is, what if we just added a little bit, no, nung titrant. So let's say 25.10 ml. Paano na kaya ito, no? So this is your volume sodium hydroxide added. Yan. So that's your volume of sodium hydroxide added. So how do we get the value here? So kailangan natin ulit i-calculate, Josh, yung mga bagay-bagay. Of course, yung 25 ml kasi dyan, Josh, take note yung 25 ml, if we will break down this, yung 25 ml, Josh, ay gagamitin saan? Used to what? To neutralize anong species kaya ni oxalic acid? Kasi 25.10 eh. Yung 25 ml, as we've seen from the previous problem, yun yung kailangan mo to neutralize what?
To neutralize something. Para to neutralize yung ano pa, yung remaining na ano. Ano? Yung H3O4.
Okay, so yung 25 ml, yung buong 25 ml sa 25.10 ml na i-add natin na volume hydroxide, that is used to neutralize H2C2O4 or yung oxalic acid, the first proton of oxalic acid. We now have, kung titignan mo, parang may excess akong 0.1 ml, no? So, ubos na yung H2C2O4 mo kasi na-neutralize na siya eh. Saan kanino to ngayon magre-react yung 0.1 ml na NaOH? Sige nga, Josh. Kanino ngayon magre-react yan? Your excess 0.1 ml will react to what species? Base yan, di ba? Kasi parang ang nangyari ay sumobra na yung sodium hydroxide ko kasi may 0.1 ml ka na ulit na sodium hydroxide. Saan na ngayon yung magre-react? Yes, Josh?
Saan nga po? Sa ano po natalagan? Sa
Eh di dun sa amphiprotic salt
C2O4.
mo. Sino yung amphiprotic salt mo?
HC2O4.
H2O4?
HC2O4 mo.
Okay, HC2O4. This time, sa second proton na siya ni oxalic acid magre-react, no? So, ngayon, if you will notice, this is just right after, no? Just right after your first equivalence point. So, medyo kakaiba din yung calculation dito kasi hindi mo pa pwedeng i-assume na buffer to. Buffer na ba agad yan, Josh? Yeah, actually, technically speaking, buffer ito kasi you now have the Hc2O4 minus and this Hc2O4 minus can actually produce C2O42 minus, no, or go back to H2C2O4, no? May buffer ka na ba diyan? May buffer ka na pero hindi ganoon ka-appreciable yung buffering capacity niya kasi masyadong malaki yung isang concentration. Sino yung isang malaking concentration diyan? Yung HC2O4 minus, no? Yung nabuo from the reaction between H2C2O4 or oxalic acid and sodium hydroxide. Okay? So if that is the case, no, 0.1 ml lang pala yung HC2O4 minus, no? So paano ngayon yung calculation ng sodium HC2O4? Anong ina-assume mo dyan? Malaki or maliit?
Maliit na rin po siya.
Bakit liliit siya?
Meron pong konting na neutralize.
Ayun, onti lang yung na-neutralize. So, liliit lang ng onte, no? So, para makalculate mo yan, so the new concentration of your sodium H bioxalate, so sodium bioxalate or sodium HC2O4 is equal to, syempre, you start off with the volume and concentration ng acid mo, no? So, 25 ml times 0.1. Of course, alam na natin na 2.5 millimole ito. And then, ima-minus ko ngayon, Josh, no? Magma-minus tayo open parenthesis, yung 25.10 na volume minus 25, then times 0.1. Bakit, sir, ganito yung arrangement? All over, ang total volume mo ngayon ay 50.10 ml. Yan. So, that is your new, that is a concentration now of your sodium bioxalate. So, yung sodium bioxalate mo, sure ka nang may 2.5 millimoles ka. Paano? Ito yun, no? Dito yun sa letter G. Sa letter G pa lang, you already had 0.05 molar sodium bioxalate. But this time, the sodium bioxalate will react more, no? Dun sa sumobrang 0.1 ml NaOH, no? So this is the ideal equation to solve the concentration of sodium bioxalate. Okay? So if that is the case, ano na ngayon, Josh, yung bagong concentration ni sodium bioxalate? Hindi na siya ngayon 0.05. So it will go down ulit, no, into 0.04 997 molar. Okay? So, ngayon, Josh, may tanong ako. Kung meron kang sodium bioxalate, ano ang product kapag nag-react yan sa OH minus? Kasi tingnan mo ha, yung 0.1 ml mo, magre-react yan dito eh. So what will be the product? Kasi you'll have the new concentration of that. Yes, Josh, ano yung product natin?
Ano po natawag nun? NaHC2O4? So,
Yan yung yan na yung reactant mo. Kasi yan, diyan ka na magi-start eh. Tapos nagdagdag ka ngayon ng sodium hydroxide pa. So from
C2O4.
there, okay, good. C2O4 minus na siya. So we can now calculate the concentration of C2O4 2 minus. So, or lalagyan ko na lang OX2 minus para alam natin concentration dito ni oxalate. So, OX2 minus na siya. Or Na2OX, pwede rin. Kasi counter ions niya dyan si sodium. So if that is the case, paano natin kukunin yung oxalate ion? How do we get that? So easily to get that is kung ano na lang yung excess, no, na volume ni NaOH, imumultiply mo kagad dyan. So this should be 0.1 ml. Multiply mo agad dun sa millimoles din, no, na nabuo. So we have 0.1 millimoles times 0.1. Yeah. 0.1 again all over 50.10. Yes, Josh, what's the value? So, madali lang yan, no? Parang ang mangyayari dyan, Josh, kung ano yung excess volume mo ng NaOH, yun na agad yung...
1.996 times 10 to the negative 4 mo.
Okay, good. So, if we will notice here, onti pa yung oxalate ion mo. Tama lang, no? Kasi onti pa lang yung sumobrang NaOH para sa kanya. So, if that is the case, buffer ba? Kasyan pala muna, Josh. Buffer ba itong mabubuo? Kasi meron kang HC2O4 na 0.04997. Meron ka ding C2O4 2 minus na 1.996 times 10 to the negative 4 molar. By definition, this is actually a buffer kasi mixture siya ni sodium bioxalate tsaka ni oxalate ion, no? So, acid and base mo rin yan. However, their concentrations are not relatively comparable kasi masyadong mataas si sodium bioxalate kumpara sa oxalate ion. So therefore, we need to derive an equation here, Josh. Kasi hindi siya yung simple buffer region lang, no? So same pala ito. Kung makikita mo yung pattern, Josh, Pag sobrang lapit mo na, but not yet, dun sa equivalence point, iba yung method of calculation mo. Yun yung may MBE ka, then CBE, then subtract, then use yung Ka values, then transform it into hydronium ion equation. Tapos siya ka mag sa substitute. Kapag naman sumobra ka na no dun sa first equivalence point, ng onting-onti lang, another impact yun. So this is another method no so that we can calculate or predict the values kapag lumampas na ng onte sa first equivalence point yung sodium hydroxide. Okay? So let's now derive no the equation. So ano ang MBE mo dito, Josh? Sige nga, Josh, what can you give me the MBE? Can you give me the MBE, Josh? So the MBE will be, asisimulan ko ha.
Ay, sige mo.
Ayan. Yung concentration ni sodium bioxalate plus concentration ni oxalate ion. Saan kaya yan equal, Josh? So, equal dapat yan, no? So, ito, itong concentration daw na yan, tsaka ito, dapat equal yan sa mga oxalate species mo. So, of course, meron kang H2C2O4. Meron ka ding H-ox, no? Hindi naman lahat ito ay mag-separate. And then, meron ka pang OX2 minus or C2O4 2 minus. Okay. Meron ba tayong nakalimutan, Josh? May nakalimutan pa ba tayo sa MBE? So kapag pinag-add natin daw yung dalawa, si bioxalate at si oxalate, equal yan sa equilibrium concentrations ni sum ito ha, ni oxalic acid, bioxalate, tsaka oxalate ions. Ayan. Yeah, basically ito ay, ayan yung MBE. Ano yung CBE niya? Ayan, sulat mo Josh. Sige. What is the CBE? So CBE lang yung hinahanap ko for you.
So yung CBE na lang po is ano ba? O C2.
Okay. So negative yung inuna mo. Okay, correct. Can we add there ano? Oh, meron pa. Ayun. Tapos, sino-sino kaya yung positive species natin? Okay. Meron ka pa ba? Wala na yan. Ngayon, I have a question, Josh. What do you think is the pH? At 25.10. Double check mo yung pH ha. So, at letter G na 25 ml lang, no? 25 ml lang. Ang pH mo, 2.923. So, what do you expect your pH here? 25.10. So, 0.1 lang yung difference. What can you say about the pH? Tingin mo. Acidic or basic, Josh? Yes, Josh. Ano kaya yung ina-expect mong pH dito? Kasi it will help you simplify this equation. Yes, Josh, anong ano? Ano yung pH na ina-expect mo? So this is just right after the first equivalence point. Ano Josh yung ina-expect mong pH dito?
Dapat ano po siya, natawag doon, medyo basic na po siya.
Bakit medyo basic siya? Tingnan mo yung letter G mo. 2.923 pa siya. And that's only 25 ml.
So malapit na pag slightly acidic na lang.
Technically acidic pa rin siya. Kasi ina-expect ko kung ako nga 'di ba? Ala, tignan mo ha. First equivalence point pa lang ito, may second equivalence point ka pa. Alam mo yun by nature, no? So this is only 2.923, 25 ml ito. Ito ngayon 25.10 ml. So since we also form a buffer here, no? Buffer na siya technically kasi mixture yan ni conjugate ng acid and its conjugate base. Yun nga lang hindi relatively comparable yung concentration nila. So I expect here na may increase ng pH pero hindi dapat ganun kalaki. So this is still acidic in nature, no? So kung acidic in nature, we can neglect this one. Ngayon, ito yung challenge ko, Josh. Ang gagawin natin, ima-minus natin yung MBE dun sa CBE na binuo natin. Okay? So that we can give a complete, no, or a unified equation. So pag gawin natin ha. So ito mag-a-add na tayo, ima-minus na natin siya. So can we cancel H2C2O4 here, Josh? Yung sa taas. Yung H2C2O4, maka-cancel ba natin to? Subtraction ng CBE tsaka MBE, Josh.
Yung O and A.
Okay. So cancel ito. Bakit maka-cancel yung NA? Wala ka namang NA sa taas. Ba't mo kinancel yung NA, Josh? Isusubtract lang natin yung MBE sa CPE. Wala kang NA plus sa MBE. Yes? Hello, Josh? Ano na? Why did you cancel NA plus? Isusubtract mo yan, MBE sa CPE. Dapat makakakuha ka ng equation. Ano yung mga pwede nating i-cancel out?
So, sa ano po natagal? H2C2O4.
Okay, ayan. Ay, yung NA plus, kasi kinancel mo yan eh. H2C2O4, bakit yung H2C2O4 maka-cancel? May H2C2O4 ka ba sa CBE?
Yes. Ay, HC2O4 pala po yung sabihin ko mo.
Okay.
Bioxalate.
Ito yun.
Sabi ko po
Bioxalate. Cancel na yan. So, mawawala. Yan. Ito yun eh. Mauubos ba lahat ng oxalate mo na term? Yes, Josh? How about the oxalate?
Wala na yata po.
Sige, double check mo yung equation. You double check the equation. So, subtract CBE, subtract MBE from CBE. That is the action.
CBE.
Ano na next?
C2O4?
Ano? May matitira pa bang C2O4?
Yes.
Yes, isa na lang kasi maka-cancel out yung isa from your CBE. So ito, MBE to, yung sa CBE, meron ka pang isang C2042 minus. Kinancel mo yung sodium plus. Can we cancel that?
Sodium plus po? Yes.
Mm-mm. Why? May sodium plus ka ba kay MBE?
Wala nga po.
Wala. So, dapat hindi yan maka-cancel out. So, ngayon, sige, i-ano mo muna siya. Burahin mo yan. Yan. So, upon subtraction, ito na ngayon yung mangyayari. So, ko-combine ko na yung MB and CBE mo, no? Nag-subtract ka na. H3O plus Na plus, okay, minus, ito to, tong buong to, C, so, okay, there you go. So, like what I mentioned, no, we need to subtract MBE from CBE and then we'll obtain this equation, no. So, H3O plus plus sodium plus and then minus these two terms here. So, yung sum ni sodium bioxalate plus the concentration of oxalate ion. So, open and close equals H2C2O4 plus C2O42 minus, which is yun na lang naman yung naiwan, no? So, continuing this one, so ire-rearrange ko lang siya ha. So gusto ko, Josh, may iwan lang sa left side ay si H3O+. So this whole two terms here will be transferred sa kabila. So this will become H3O+ equals, so lilipat lang siya. So magiging H2C2O4. Tama ba ako? Yun yung H2C2O4, correct? Plus C2O4, 2 minus, that's correct ba? Yan. And then, dahil ito ay negative, no? So magpa-plus na ngayon to. Yan. Plus the concentration of NaHOX. Yan. Sodium bioxalate. Plus concentration of OX2 minus, your oxalate, minus Na plus, right? So ngayon, Josh, if you will notice, we can, ano na yung next step dito? We can actually simplify this using the Ka1 and Ka2. So, ayan na.
Bali yung ano po.
Itatransform. Oo, itatransform na natin yung mga equation nila. So, Ka1 and Ka2. So, if that is the case, saan na ngayon to equal? Yung H2C2O4. That will be equal to what? Ay, baliktad ako. Dapat this should be negative. Yeah, negative ito. Kasi minus natin to eh. Ito ang ima-minus natin. So, from subtract MBE from CBE. So, si CBE yung nasa taas. So, negative H2C2O4 ngayon to. So, ngayon unahin ko to ha, yung C2O4 2 minus. So, paano natin makakuha yung C2O4 2 minus using the Ka2? So, that will be Ka2 times what, Josh? Times the
Yung ano po,
H
natatat yung HC2O4. Tapos
all
all
over
over Ka1.
hindi
Tama po.
K2
All
lang
over
ang gagamitin mo.
over H2C2O4.
Nope. Over hydronium ion. So K2 yung ginamit natin eh. Para ita-transform mo lang, use Ka1 and Ka2 to transform these two. So substitution lang siya. So minus, paano naman pag Ka1? You want H2C2O2, H2C2O4 to be replaced. So, saan equal ang oxalic acid using Ka1? Sinong nasa taas?
Yung sa taas, ano po siya na? So, minus.
Ito, H2C2O4. Gamitin mo yung KA1 so that we can
KA1,
get a term.
alam mo, cover ko na mo. So, bali, alam mo na. H2C2O4. Tapos, saan yung KA1?
I-transform mo. Ayan.
KA1 is, ano po, wait lang mo. So, KA1 is HC2O4 plus H3O.
Times
So,
H2O plus.
times H3O over H2. So, basically, H2CO2O4. Nasa ano po siya? Baba.
Hindi all over what?
KA1.
Good. Ayan na ngayon yun. Ngayon, ito rin siya, no? Right? Ayan siya. Etong mga to, may values ka kasi. Ayan, no? Ayan, ito may value ka niyan. Then, meron ka ring value nito. Can we have the value of sodium plus? That's my next question. Makukuha ba natin yung value ng sodium plus, Josh? Yes or no lang?
Opo.
Yes, kasi ayan daw. May dinagdag ka na 25.10 NaOH eh. So we can calculate the sodium plus. So what is the concentration of sodium plus? So that will be equal to yung 25.10 ml times yung concentration 0.1 millimoles per ml. Then, the new concentration will be divided sa new volume. Ano yung new volume mo ulit? What's the total volume, Josh?
Ano po siya na? Ilan kasi? 50.10?
Correct, 50.10 ml. So, meron ka ngayong concentration ni Na+. So, check itong mga to. Check, check, and then check din yan. So, masisimplify natin. Magkakaroon tayo ng value dito. Pa-calculate mo na nito. What's the concentration of sodium plus here?
Bilang mo.
Sige. Sige, what's the concentration of sodium plus?
Halos 0.05 po.
Sige, pakibigay. Kasi take note malapit-lapit din to sa 0.05.
0.0501.
0.1 molar, okay? So, ito, pag pinag-add natin, so isi-simplify natin to, no? So, sodium bioxalate, 0.04997. 0.04997 plus ang oxalate mo naman ay 1.996 times 10 to the negative 4. 996 times 10 to the negative 4. Anong ano nito sum, Josh? What is the sum? So plus, ayan. So plus ngayon ito. Anong sum nung nasa taas, Josh? Approximately what?
Ano po siya, tawag doon? Plus
0.0
0.0501.
yung sum nito. No, this one, no, yung term na to. Binigay ko na yung values.
So mga 0.0 0.0501 nga po. Yung nga po yung nakuha ko po.
Seryoso ba? 0.04997 plus 1.996 exponent negative 4? Hindi 4997. Yeah. Dinoble check ko. 0.0501 din. 696. So, approximately, if we can, if we will do this, no? So, itong dalawang to ay 0.0501. 696. Then minus, so this should be 25.10 times 0.1. Check
Kung
lang natin ulit.
i-include po
Divided
yung
by 0.10.
significant figures dito, hindi ba po dapat include din dito?
Yeah. 0.050099, 0.0501 nga. So almost maliit lang yung may iwan dito, right? So ano yung may iwan mo dito? Eto, isi-simplify na natin. So magiging plus to, right?
Opo.
Simplify lang natin siya, ha? So that would be 0.04997 plus 1.996 exponent negative 4, then minus 0.0501. Approximately, meron kang 6.96 times 10 to the negative 5. Yan. Let's check kung baka naman maka-affect din yan, no? So, kasi yung mga K1, K2 mo, 10 to the negative 5 eh. So, let's just retain this. So far, meron na tayong equation na ganito. H3O plus is equal to Ka2 times HCOX or HOX minus all over H3O plus. Tapos, Josh, ang gawin na natin siyang equation. Gusto ko lahat ay nasa kaliwa.
Tama?
Anong gagawin ko to simplify this?
Lahat ng H3O nasa kaliwa?
Lahat ng terms nasa kaliwa na. Parang equation na siya ngayon. Kasi yun yung lagi nating goal eh. Maging equation like siya eh.
Multiply by ano nga po, Ka1 times KH3O plus.
Yeah. Or pwede rin namang i-multiply ko na lang muna lahat by H3O plus para ako magka-factor out ako later. Okay? So, if I multiply everything by H3O plus squared, or H3O lang, H3O plus, so this will become H3O plus squared. Tama ba ako? And then, ito, ililipat ko na dyan siya sa kabila. Ililipat ko na minus Ka2. Tama ba ako, Josh?
Opo.
Lipat, gigigit na ako to. Unahin ko to, ha? Kasi siya yung magkaka-squared eh. Para mas makikita mo siya. Plus na ngayon, H3O plus squared HOX minus all over Ka1. Ayan, nakikita ko na yung equation. Minus Ka2 HOX minus, and then minus, tama ba? I-minus ko to kay 6.96 times 10 to the negative 5 is equal to 0. Yeah, I think this is logical. Tapos, Josh, ang next step ko, ipa-factor out ko si H3O plus squared. So, magiging ganito na siya. 1 plus, yung kamukha lang din ng kanina, 1 plus HOX minus all over Ka1, then H3O plus squared, then minus Ka2, then HOX minus, then this time minus 6.96 times 10 to the negative 5. So, naka-evaluate na kasi siya eh. 0.96 times 10 to the negative 5. Please take note, Joshua, this will go back to these terms. Itong tatlong to, CnAHOX, the sum of sodium bioxalate plus the concentration of oxalate minus sodium plus. Yan yung mangyayari dyan. 6.96 times 10 to the negative 5. Ayan. Is equal to 0. Since we have the values naman nung HOX minus, no? So we can now have the bakit hindi kaya lumabas dito si OX2 minus? Anyway, sige. Check muna natin. Baka tama naman tayo. We check the values here. So 1 plus yung HOX natin ay 0.0497. 0.0497 kasi. One 0.996 exponent negative 4. Ayun na nga. Ala, magkakamali ako dito.
Oo.
Oo talaga. So, I'm tracing kung saan ako nagkamali nung ano, no. Ka1 plus the concentration of, okay. Wait, let me check. Ayun nga, magne-negative yun. Tapos, i-combine ko. Okay, multiply ko kay A1 tsaka H3O plus squared. Correct? I see. Doon nga ako magkakano. Tama naman. Same pa rin ito. Ayan. Same pa rin siya. Mali lang yung evaluation natin ng value. Kasi ang na-overlook ko, ang na-calculate natin ay 0.04997 yung nilagay ko dito. Ay, sabi ko sa iyo, Josh, check mo eh. 25 times 0.1 minus 25.10 minus 25 times 0.1 all over 50.10. Can you calculate the concentration? Hindi to 0.4997. This should be 497 lang. Ayan o. Kaya pala sabi ko, parang tataka ako nag-positive ito. Dapat negative yan. This should be 0.0497. Ngayon, pag tinotal kasi natin yan, Josh, so, 497 lang to. Ayan. If we will have the sum of this, Josh, plus 1.996 exponent negative 4, ang total niyan ay 0.0499 lang. So, hindi 0.051 ito. So, magne-negative kasi ito eh. This should be 0.0499. So, ima-minus natin si 0.0501 na concentration ni sodium plus. Right? So, this should be negative na. Ayan, nakuha na natin. 10 to the negative 4. Okay, so ang lalabas na difference sila Josh, ayan, 0.0499 minus 0.051 ay negative 1.998998 times 10 to the negative 4. Okay? So, hopefully, nakakuha mo sana 1.998 times 10 to the negative 4 yan, Josh. Ngayon, dito siya ngayon mapupunta. So, buburahin ko lang to, Josh. Okay. Buburahin ko lang din to. Burahin natin to lahat. Okay. Yan. Yan, this is clear already. Okay. Yan. Is equal to, minus pa rin ito, minus 1.998 times 10 to the negative 4. Now, Josh, I want to simplify everything. So, i-multiply ko by H3O plus times Ke1. Tama?
Opo.
Para ma-cancel ko yung ilalim na parehas. So, this will become Ka1 H3O plus squared. Tama ba ako, Josh? So, double check mo. Is equal to what? O, ano may iwan sa taas?
Bale, may iwan sa taas po is HO ox. Tapos, ano, wala po
Ke1 times Ke2, right?
Ke2. Opo.
May Ke1 ka din na nandito.
Hindi ko na po alam ang mangyayari dyan. Ano kaya?
Ito. Itong term na to, i-multiply mo dito. Yeah. So, it should be Ka1 times Ke2.
Opo.
Correct? Tama ba ako? Ka1, Ka2, Hox. You still there, Josh?
Opo.
Okay. And then, ito naman, i-multiply ko dito sa mga cancel si Ke1. Pero, minus H3O plus squared times HOX minus. Tama ba ako?
Opo.
Then minus, wala siyang kaparehas, no? Minus 1.99x, wag ko nalagyan muna ng parenthesis. 1.998 times 10 to the negative 4 times Ka1 times H3O plus. Ayan. And then, tsaka natin ilipat lahat dun sa kabila. So, pagsamahin natin ito, ayan, magka-plus ito. So, we have, oh no, I need to delete everything. This looks familiar na. Sabi ko, parang may mali dun sa ano. Buti na lang, binalikan ko yung concentration natin ni sodium bioxalate. So, this will become Ka1 times H3O plus squared. And then, itong term na to, Josh, unahin ko to, plus H3O squared HOX. HOX minus times H3O plus squared. Then, so ito nakalipat na to. So ito naman yung susunod. Plus 1.998 times 10 to the negative 4. Tama ba ako? 10 to the negative 4. Correct. Ka1 H3O plus. And then, ito ang may iwan. Itong buong to, yan. Itong nandito sa dulo, magiging minus siya. So, minus Ka1, Ka2 times the HOX minus.
Yun.
Yun na.
Malapit
Meron
na
na
po.
ba tayo? May masisimplify pa tayo dyan. Meron pa. Ito, factor out ko to.
K1 sa
Yes, factor out ko. So, magiging Ka1 plus HOX, correct?
Opo.
Then, I have now HTO plus squared, correct?
Opo.
Plus 1.998 times 10 to the negative 4 Ka1 H3O plus, then minus Ka1 equals 0 to. Ka1, Ka2, HOX. Okay, finally, equals 0. Meron na tayo ngayong, sino to? Gagawin ko munang blue. This is our
This
A.
is opo.
Then this is your B. And then ito yung
C.
C. Tapos substitute natin, tama? Magsa-substitute na tayo. Sino ang Ka1 natin? Ang Ka1 natin ay 5.6, close ko muna, times 10 to the negative 2, correct? Plus, ano ngayon yung concentration ni HOX? Yun yung kinalculate natin kanina. Ito ayan, i-assume natin yan din yun kasi masyadong malaki yan eh. This is just right after the equivalence point, no? So, NaHOX siya. So, this will become 0.0497 ito. Yan, 0.0497. So, ayan yung A natin. Yung B natin, Josh, this is 1.998 times 10 to the negative 4 times Ka1, which is 5.6 times 10 to the negative 2. Yung C natin, medyo mahaba-haba itong C, no? So, yung C, so si Ka1 natin ay, sino nga yung Ka1 natin? 5.6 times 10 to the negative 2. Josh, pa-input na nga sa calcu. Times 5.4. Tama ba ako? Times 10 to the negative 5. Correct? And then, ita-times ko siya sa concentration ni HOX minus, which is 0.0497.
Complex po. May lamo.
Complex yung lumabas.
May lamo.
Sige lang.
Okay, 1.143 times 10 to the negative 3.
1.143
times 10 to the negative 3.
H3O plus is equal to 1.143.
Opo.
Tama ba, Josh?
1.14306.
Times 10 to the negative 3.
3.
Polar. And what is the pH?
I don't know.
Kasi this will make sense eh.
143.
So, panigurado 2 point something yan.
2.941.
2.941. So, logical ba to? Check natin ha. Yung equivalence point natin, the first equivalence point, ang haba, no? So, yung first equivalence point natin ay 2.923. 923. 10 minutes na lang. Patapos naman na tayo. 2.941. Yay! So tama ito, no? Tama lang kasi this is just right after. Imaginein mo 25 ml yung equivalence point mo. Right? So, nagdagdag ka lang ng 0.10 ml ng NaOH. So, mag-increase pa rin ang pH pero hindi ganun kalaki kasi you will now be entering the second buffer region. So, hindi pa yan drastic na change, no? So, 2.941. So, sa next meeting, Josh, ito yung assignment mo. Di ba kanina kinalculate mo 24.99 ml. This time, ang assignment mo, 25.01. So, lagay ko na dito ha. What if your volume ng sodium added, sodium hydroxide added, is equal to 25.01. Ayan, nasa pagitan nito. So, ina-expect mo ang pH dapat ay nasa pagitan ni equivalence point, which is 2.923, and yung 25.10 na nakuha natin, which is 2.941. So, ang masaya dito, Josh, hindi mo na kailangan mag-derive. Yan. Kasi na-derive ko na, no? Like what I mentioned, sa problem na ito, tutulungan talaga kita. So, na-derive ko na yung equation. Ito na yung A, B, C. So, ika-calculate mo na lang dito yung concentration nung bioxalate. No? So, 25.01. Please take note, this is just right after the first equivalence point. Kaya we cannot still use yung buffer region, no? Yung the way we calculate things na we can actually use the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. Hindi pa. Kasi nga, katatapos lang ng equivalence point mo. Masyadong malaki pa yung bioxalate mo. Tapos sobrang onte nung oxalate ion. Right? That is the scenario here. So, next meeting ito, no? So, tomorrow, dito tayo mag-i-start. O, ikaw naman ulit ngayon dito. So, ang masaya dito, hindi na kita, hindi mo na ito i-derive kasi na-derive ko na siya. Okay? So, we'll just need to prove na dapat ang makuha natin yung pH sa pagitan niya. Okay? With that, I'll see you tomorrow, Josh. Mukhang same time pa rin tayo, 3 to 5. I'll update you once I get home from work. Okay? And feeling ko naman tomorrow mukhang matatapos na natin yung buong titration. Hopefully, kasi mukhang kaya na natin matapos, no? Kasi ayan lang naman yung meron pang additional na mga MBE-CBE. The rest ay mga excess. At going to second equivalence point, which is kamukha na nung mga monoprotic acids. Yung second equivalence point, kamukha na ni monoprotic yon. Kasi HC2O4 minus na lang siya, right? So, mas madali na yon. Okay? So, we will generate the titration curve for this problem. Okay? So, I'll see you tomorrow, Josh. Happy Valentine's Day. Sige.
Kaya rin po. Thank you po.
Sige, ingat.
Ingat din po.